Sorry about that. Hello everybody, welcome to Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. Central European Time on the dollar. We do this show every day because we gotta know, Monday to Friday, because we gotta know. We gotta know what's happening in Bitcoin, altcoins, FTX jail time, chatbot, the AI, and stuff like that. So that's what we're gonna talk about today. We're gonna look at a little bit on the price of Bitcoin from yesterday. 1 hourly time frame. Head and shoulders pattern did not play out. So we're gonna see what we have right now. I'm still a little bit optimistic. I'm gonna show you why, but it's okay. We're also gonna check out Tesla because somebody mentioned Tesla in the chat. Gort actually mentioned Tesla, so we're gonna talk a little bit about that. We're gonna talk about. What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about the chat AI, chat GPT. What can we use this thing for? And I'm going to show you, a real use case and how you can use this in your trading to make indicators and stuff like that, and other types of things. Also, we're going to talk about, Caroline and SBF, having the jail time stuff. So before we start, who's in the chat, guys? Edward Too Good, what's up? How you doing, man? Mladen Petrov, how you doing, man? 25 SUD, hello bro, what's up? Wookie Want a Cookie is back in the chat. Yes, we are bullish very soon. Hi man, long time no see. Forget Bitcoin, but Tesla is about to bounce. Yeah, I think Tesla is about to bounce. Bounce, but not, recover to the all-time high or anything like that. Everybody going to the beach. Dobro jutro, tired likes, what's up? Crypto Rust, morning. On Tesla, make a horizontal line on the weekly. Sure man, I'll try that. Martin is in the chat. Long time no see. Hi all. Hi Martin, how you doing? I'm Martin is here. Wookie Want a Cookie. Like, what's happening, guys? These these guys are coming back in the chat. Lucian Petru, what's up? What's up? Yeah, what's up? How you guys doing? I'm hoping you're having a nice day. It's a couple of days until Christmas, so there is stuff to do at home. Today I'm gonna go to into the city, into the big city, and buy the last present, and I'm done with the presents. And after that, it's home time with the kids and stuff like that. So that's gonna be nice. Okay, guys, where are we gonna start? We can start with not with Bitcoin actually. Yeah, let's start with Bitcoin, and then we're gonna talk about this other unimportant stuff. But Bitcoin up here, if you remember yesterday, we imagined there could be. Head and shoulders pattern up here that is gonna take us down to 16.6. It went down a little bit, but it still did not go all the way down 16.6. And if you look at this very weird line up here, it looks like it's getting rejected up here. So maybe there is still probability down to 16.6 or something like that. But we won't be looking at small time frames over here right now. If you look at a little bit bigger time frames here on the daily time frame, we are still a little bit optimistic up here because of this candle over here. This candle over here is giving us optimism, a very nice optimism, because we went down to the support level, bounced big time above that support level, bullish engulfing candle to the resistance, failing to break the resistance. But right now you can see this 10, 20 and the 50 moving average coming down here. So we just need a slight little tiny bounce towards upside, some kind of good news, something, and we'll become strongly bullish. This 50 moving average, like I showed you yesterday, is a very important moving average to get above. We are still not quite there yet, very close, not quite there yet. So hopefully this can pull us a little bit towards upside. Now this is still rising channel towards upside. It looks like a bear flag, although the flag part of the bear flag is very big. So this could pull us down to some kind of very low levels down here if this does play out like a bear flag. But it's still some kind of consolidation up here right now after this bullish engulfing candle. So we need small tiny move towards the upside, a big move down here below the supports for us to continue going towards the downside. How this is gonna play out, a little bit unsure. Has the moon cycle still been playing out? Not quite. The big moons and eclipses, we figured out, are very good indicators. Now on the other hand, these just normal moons and new moons and full moons, not so much. In a trending markets, they are very good, but in a sideways market like we are right now, where everything is like consolidating and stuff like that, they're not playing as they should be playing out. So the moons are not too much of a help over here. So you know, so I can't say that this looks bad, but I can say that this looks good. Maybe if we look on a weekly time frame, we could say that, you know, the fact that we broke the support over here, you know, it is kind of a bad move towards downside. We should definitely continue over here. You know, there is some kind of hoping that we might, you know, bounce up here and have some kind of, you know, V-shaped recovery up here, you know, on a bigger time frame. Let's see the 2 weekly time frame. Do we have anything on the 2 weekly time frame that looks normal up here? There is no divergence, I'm guessing, up here. Yeah, there is no divergence on the chart or anything like that. Yeah, everything looks fine. We still need the cross up here. The fact that we are using so much time down here and not actually pumping, you know, it's getting me a little bit worried. But you can see here that if we do start going from this point on, you know, if we do start getting the pump up here, you know, it is quite nice. It could be very, very nice. This is 2 weekly time frame. You can see up here that momentum has been increasing towards downside. Right now it's been decreasing, but it can definitely, you know, do another move up here and then, you know, go towards the upside. But it's getting very close for the cross. I mean, the cross might be, you know, one of the important levels up here. You can see up here when we actually got this, you know, pivot point up here, we continue, you know, going towards downside while the momentum. So we are going down, momentum is going towards the upside. This looks like exhaustion pattern. There are all kinds of all sorts of, you know, bullish indications. But you know, when you got bullish indications and stuff keeps on bleeding, you know, you can ask yourself, are there bullish indications or not, right? And entire part over here on the downside is actually quite, you know, does look quite good. Beside this, you know, rising channel over here, you know, we had you know, the trend up here that's broke towards the upside. We had a couple of, you know, bullish candles up here already. We broke even this trend big time towards the upside, tried to break out, failed that, went down, back down to support. We are right now, you know, for the 1 2 3 4 5, this is the 5th time on the support. And if you remember the TA fans club rule, you know, if the support is hit like 5 6 7 times, you know, godly support. So there is that. Great indicator. I'll wait until bull run. The moon cycle has been playing out. Yeah, great, the greatest indicator ever. So over here, I mean, there is definitely, you know, bullish indications that right now are saying that you know, this can definitely bounce. But I'm still looking at 10, 20 moving average, 50 moving average for a bounce up here, and then, you know, maybe towards the upside, maybe after that. But right now, right up here below the support, if this stands as, again, guys, if this stands as the bottom of the Bitcoin for, you know, for this, you know, bear market, you know, we knew the date. Just to remind you guys, we knew the date, 22/11/22. If this becomes the bottom, we knew the date. So we're gonna see that. There is definitely, you know, I really like this candle up here below the moving averages right now. I mean, we need bounce above. We need the bounce above 17,250. We need the bounce above 17,250. If we can get that bounce, you know, we good. 17,250. That's the target. The DXY still haven't, you know, bounced towards upside over here. It's still bleeding down. I mean, how much is this going to continue bleeding down? Maybe it's creating some kind of a falling wedge up here. You know, it can, you know, bounce and then drop again towards the downside. But, you know, we've been saying that this bounce needs to come, but when will the bounce come? Now, on the other hand, if you know, if it fails down here, you know, it's gonna be super bullish run. We also see that there has been some kind of, you know, moves towards the upside on stock market up here, but unfortunately everything is going into these, you know, into these resistance areas right now. So the question is, you know, will it continue towards upside? Will it get rejected by the resistance area and pull back down? Because if you remember, there has been, you know, some kind of you know, rising wedges up here that we are supposed to go down. We are hitting these targets, so if we are bullish up here, we can definitely continue towards the upside. Hard to say. Sometimes it's not, you know, we need to accept the facts of the reality. Reality is that Bitcoin has been, you know, trending towards downside for a long time, and until this trend is actually, you know, broken, we are still in a downtrend. So even this slight move towards the upside is some kind of hope. You know, treat the trend as until the trend breaks, and technically these big huge trends have not broken yet. We are still in a downtrend over here. There are still lines up here above us that are getting us rejected, you know. So technically, you know, can we go up here and then go down? I mean, we can. This will be bullish, not, you know, it won't break the trend, but it's bullish. But you know, if we start going up here above 200 moving average, something like that, now, you know, that's breaking the trend. Then we can, you know, start, you know, looking at some kind of other trend. But right now, you know, the downtrend is still, you know, intact. 13.8. Yeah, I know what you've been saying, man. We're gonna see that. I mean, it might happen. 20 watching indicator that we are in deep bear market. Yeah, 30 people watching. So bear market is coming a little bit towards the upside. So that's Bitcoin, but yeah, let's check out Tesla as well, because we just said that somebody mentioned Tesla. We can do Tesla as well over here. And what you're gonna see on Tesla up here, we had some kind of lines up here. Let me go to the weekly time frame, and you can see up here we are already looking at from this top up here that, you know, up here, that this is gonna break on downside. It does break on downside, but right now you're getting this this overextensions towards downside below 200 moving average. This on the weekly time frame. The monthly time frame also going very fast towards below the 50 moving average up here. So yeah, I think that bounce on Tesla is gonna come soon, but when it comes to bounce, I'm a little bit unsure whether that bounce is gonna, you know, go up there. It might be a bounce, but you know, I'm not looking at anything like, you know, crazy moves towards upside. Bounce, sure, bounces always happen, doesn't matter, you know, what kind of rally you have, but these overextension can have a little bit bigger bounce. That said, up here, as you can see up here, you know, Tesla went from the bottom down here towards the top, but you know, 34x. This was insane move from the bottom up here, from the July 2019 to you know, November 21. It had a bull run, and you gotta understand, a lot of people bought Tesla up here at the top. There was huge buying. Tesla was extremely unpopular, and after that, of course, it crashed towards the downside. Tesla 91, Tesla 20, of course, bullish. RSI oversold. So there is that. So we knew Tesla was a good buy. We knew Tesla was a good buy down here at when Tesla was over here. We knew Tesla was a good buy down here. I don't know how many people have been following my channel and stuff like that, but down here, you know, we've been I even made a video, you know, how Tesla is good. It's private right now, but you know, there's been a video about how Tesla is good, and we knew about it. But nobody wanted Tesla up here. Everybody was telling me, like, you know, they, number one, they didn't have any kind of revenue. They were lagging behind. There was this, you know, Elon Musk was smoking pot on Rogan's show. You remember those days, right? In those days, nobody wanted Tesla, right? And I was saying, like, everybody, like, it's the brand. It's the biggest car out there. It's gonna take over everything. They're not making cars. They're making, you know, technology. They're making new world. You know, it's gonna explode. And it did explode. It did explode towards upside. Now, you gotta understand, when you get any kind of bullish, bullish momentum like this, all of these people that started buying from around this point up here, around 40 levels or something like that, all of these people that was buying up here, they were actually buying from people that actually bought down here. So people that, you know, accumulated up here, they started selling up here. So they were accumulating over here, and they were selling up here at the top, right? So right now, when they are done selling and the price goes down because there are no more buyers, and there are right now, you know, all of these, you know, leggy sellers that bought up here right now that are selling. So they need to sell. Once they capitulate and sell everything, then, you know, then the Tesla will go up again. It's a normal market cycle. You buy, you sell, you get everybody up here that bought to sell and capitulate, and once they capitulated, then you pump it again, you know, for the next cycle, right? The smart money win over the dumb money. I mean, that's the way the stuff works, right? That's the way the stuff works. Now, let's go a little bit over to something else. Alameda Research ex-CEO Caroline Ellison pleads guilty for involvement in fraud causing FTX collapse. So I just read this today. I haven't actually commented that much on FTX and SBF because I really don't have much to come out with, right? You know, I'm not really interested in what's happening behind the closed doors and stuff like that. But there is one thing I want you to understand about these guys. So over here you see that the Caroline is pledging guilty, the Gary as well. Statement of the U.S. Attorney Damon Williams, Samuel Bankman-Friedman, Caroline Ellison, and Gary Wang. So Gary Wang and Caroline Ellison are obviously pleading guilty, and Samuel Bankman-Fried, SBF, will probably get some kind of big sentence, 20 plus years or something like that. He will be the guy that everything falls down on. If you go scroll down a little bit down here as well, criminal charges are former Lesla. Caroline, Gary Wenger getting 3 to 6 years in return to totally flipping the blaming the entire FTX Alameda debacle on Sam and Sam alone. 3 to 6 year plea deal that makes Sam out to be basically the devil himself. I did say this, am I right? Legitimate chance SPF gets life sentence. Now whether he's gonna get life sentence, you know, are these other people gonna get life sentence? That's not really important. I want you to understand another thing about this thing, guys. And the thing that it is that I want you to understand is that if you're gonna steal money from somebody, you can steal billions, but you gotta have somebody to blame it on, because look how this is playing out, guys. These guys, you know, stole. I don't know if they stole the money or what happened. If this was fraud, so you know, this is all speculation because I'm not really into this. Doesn't matter. But let's assume they did do the fraud. They did steal the billions and billions of dollars, and one guy goes to jail. That's what I want you to understand. If you're gonna steal money from people, if you're gonna steal billions and billions of dollars from people, you have to have one guy to go to jail, so all of these other, you can tell all the investors, all of the normal people that lost the billions and billions of dollars, it's okay, guys, because this guy, you know, goes to jail. But what I want you to understand that, you know, Caroline, Gary, and SBF are not the real, you know, criminals over here. They were the guys to take the blame, and everybody behind the SBF, everybody who put him as the, you know, CEO, everybody who was supporting him, everybody who was, you know, who was manipulating him, or who was, you know, his best friend until the last days. Those are the real criminals, because they understand, you know, we're gonna do this thing, it's gonna fall down. We gotta get somebody stupid to take the blame. Now SBF and Caroline and probably this Gary guy, they're stupid. Like, there is no other way to say it. They're total complete idiots. Like, I would even say that SBF is more idiot than Caroline. And how do I know that SBF is an idiot? Well, the first thing he did after the FTX collapse is go to Twitter, is to go on all these talk shows and just blab his mouth, you know, open, and say all the stupidest thing you can say to all the world, and put him even more down in the grave. The first thing when you do any kind of crime, the first thing your lawyer is gonna tell you is keep your mouth shut. Do not say one word to anybody. Now, if I was, you know, CEO of FTX and I, you know, did this thing, the fraud, the first thing I would do is get like 50 lawyers behind my back. I would close all of the accounts that I ever had, not give one interview to anybody, because anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law, right? And this idiot guys, this SBF, this Sam guy, the first thing he does, he thinks he's a fucking celebrity, goes around, talks with everybody about, you know, I did this, I did that, you know, we had this thing over here. Like, why are you talking to people? You're not in the court. Keep your mouth shut. So you know he's an idiot, right? You know he's total complete idiot. And the same thing probably goes for Caroline and Gary. Now they're gonna take the blame, somebody's gonna go to jail, and everything's gonna be fine. But people who actually stole the money, who are real criminals, they're not going to jail, because they know if you do any kind of crime, as long as you have somebody going to jail, it's okay. It's okay. You can steal billions of people, you can steal billions and billions of money, as long as you have somebody to go to jail, so you can tell the investors, I'm sorry guys, but this guy went to jail, so it's all good. You know, I know you don't have any more money, but this guy went to jail. Okay, everything good. So there is that. That's the only thing that I can actually come out, tell you about the FTX stuff and how this actually playing out. Who is right, who is wrong? I don't know. Who's DXY dumping? It's not dumping that much, man. Let's see. 0.44 for I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, it's still moving down. Bitcoin is pumping a little bit. Nice. Maybe we're gonna see some kind of moves. So guys, if you know that something's gonna go down, if you know that you're gonna steal money, as long as you have somebody to take the blame, it's okay. I need the XY pump. So if you got somebody to take the blame, it's okay. So, and you know, you saw this also in the 2008 financial crash. You know, half the world lost a bunch of money, investors lost money, got fraud. Who went to jail? Like 2-3 guys or something like that. I think actually it was only one guy or 2 guys went to jail. Nobody went to jail, guys. But you gotta tell investors, yeah, this guy went to jail, you know, it's sorry, man. FTX, you know, I don't know if they did the fraud or not, you know, but, you know, billions and billions of dollars are gone. Somebody got those billions and billions of dollars. Those billions and billions of dollars are in somebody's pocket now, right now. And 1 guy goes to jail. Or 2 or 3 guys. But it's okay, guys, it's okay. Now, is DXY dumping? Now, it is dumping a little bit down here. Like, you can look at it up here. You know, it is a small dump, and Bitcoin is a little bit up in green up here right now, but not that much. But it still needs to get above certain levels. So, you know, we're not gonna look at 5 minutes time frames. And the last thing I want to talk to you about this show, because I gotta go very, very soon, is Chat GDP. You know, the AI. I told you I'm gonna test it out. This is OpenAI, OpenAI.com. ChatGPT, and you can ask it different questions. Now, how can we use this when it comes to, you know, technical analysis stuff? Well, you can ask it to make Pine scripts, and you know, Pine scripts are training you scripting language to, you know, make indicators, stuff like that. So you can make indicators without knowing any kind of coding. I mean, you need to know a little bit coding. I'm going to tell you why, but you know, it's pretty simple. So, can you create Pine script to give me overbought and oversold levels using 10, 20, 50 and 200 simple moving average, and use version 5 of Pine script. So we are telling him to, you know, give you know, create some kind of script that gives us some kind of overbought and oversold levels using 10, 20, 50 moving a simple moving average, because we are not using emotional moving averages. And we also tell him explicitly to use version 5 of the Pine script. And the reason for that is Chat GPT was you know, thinks that we are, you know, 1 year behind in 2021. Actually, he is not allowed to browse the web, so you know, it's only the information he is being fed that he knows. So you know, since technology is moving forward, there is always, you know, updates to other stuff. So you gotta tell him. So maybe he knows what the version 5, but I think he's making the version 4. So you tell him also which version he will make the script in. And you can ask him, you know, that, and he will certainly hear some sample Pine scripts codes that you can use to calculate overbought and oversold levels using 10, 20, 50 and 200 simple moving averages. And he actually writes the code for you guys. So if you do not know how to, you know, program and stuff like that, right, you maybe know a little bit, but you know, you need some kind of help. You know, ChatGPT can be used for that. You can make your own indicators, pretty simple. Now, what he does right over here, it's not always, you know, exactly what you want to have. So you know, some you know, coding needs to come along, but he will give you some kind of a rough overview, even get your whole piece of code that you need you know, adjust a little bit, you know, and you get your indicators. You get your indicators. Code creates 4 plots showing 10, 20, 50, 200 moving averages, as well as 2 plots showing the overbought and oversold levels, the levels, you know. So the only thing you do over here is copy the code and, you know, and use it. Now, there is a couple of problems up here. Now, for example, Pine script is changed the SMA to be ta.sma close and so forth. So you need to change a little bit of code, but you know, mostly, you know, you can use it. You can also ask him, you know, you can also change the code. Can you update the code to add RSI divergences, right? And he will update the code and add RSI divergences to that as well, you know, for whatever reason. You know, you gotta be a little bit more specific, but it can definitely write code for you and help you, you know, figure out stuff. So it's a very nice, you know, thing. You cannot ask him, you know, will Bitcoin, you know, price pump in the next 2 weeks or anything like that, because he thinks we are in 2021. So that's not how these things works. But you know, you know, I was looking at how can we use this AI that everybody right now is using to, you know, to our benefit. And the only thing I've come so far with, because I've seen some other people doing it, is using the Pine script. So I told you I should tell you about that. So you can definitely, you know, make, you know, indicators. You know, it might actually help. in my case, guys, I gotta go. This was what I had for you today. I hope you enjoyed that. So you know, hopefully, you know, today is 22nd November. You know, 2 days and there is Christmas. We get a snow on the screen all right now. Very happy about that. I gotta go and do stuff. Hope you guys are having a nice day. Hopefully, you know, over Christmas, you know, Bitcoin price will be pumped. You know, and I'm gonna see you around. I started a new Twitter account tonight entitled Aboriginal Alien. I post my first trade. I'm going to try and post all my trades there. I hope help me maintain discipline. Aboriginal Alien, thank you for, you know, sharing your stuff, you know, from experience, you know, sharing your channel here and there. It's not helpful, but, you know, there is that. Post all my trades, so hope it will help me maintain discipline. But yeah, if you're doing it, you know, for maintaining the discipline, you know, it's good. But you know, it could make you more, you know, oftentimes, you know, just talking with the people and you know, putting yourself in a position where you know you gotta, you know, be more structured, you know, it could help. It could help. Anyways, guys, that's it for today. I'm gonna see you tomorrow, same time, same place, 9 a.m. Central European time on the dollar. Enjoy your day, guys. Enjoy your day. Bye bye.